Have you ever felt like you are the reason that you can't lose weight? Like, you know everything that you are supposed to be doing, but you just can't seem to get out of your own way? That's where I'm at right now with being back at my starting weight, and I feel like I just can't stop sabotaging myself. So today I want to talk about self-sabotage and how I am going to push through it and how you can too. So if you watched my March update video, you know that I am essentially back at my starting weight after having lost 60 pounds, primarily using the starch solution and not really focusing on anything else but my weight. And that is something that is just really hard to admit because it definitely feels embarrassing to be at this point, especially when I know what to do. I'm a healthcare professional. I know how to lose weight. I know how to exercise and get stronger. I help people do that all the time. And here I am back where I don't want to be and doing what feels like all of the wrong things, to the point that I've done it consistently enough to get back to my starting weight where I don't want to be. And so that lack of consistency of doing the right thing, because obviously I'm really consistent at doing the bad thing, the wrong thing, and that's how I ended up where I'm at. That lack of consistency of doing the right thing is how I ended up back here. And essentially, I've just been self-sabotaging myself. So let's talk about self-sabotage and what that actually means. I think self-sabotage is more of your brain trying to protect yourself. Essentially, self-sabotage is trying to keep you in what's familiar, what makes you feel safe. It doesn't really care if that safe place is where you want to be or not. It's just what your body feels is normal and safe in this moment. It's what is familiar in this moment. So for me, self-sabotage looks like doing good for a day or two and then diving back into those old habits. And when those old habits kick in, I just kind of spiral and I keep going. Almost like instead of having a not so great meal, I turn that into having a not so great day and then a not so great week. And then before I know it, I am a whole month in and essentially have made zero progress towards the goals that I'm trying to reach. I know that I am not the only one that kind of gets into this behavior pattern where I kind of resort back to my old ways of doing things. I think a lot of this goes much more deeper than just like choosing the right foods or getting enough exercise. So I think there's more to self-sabotage than just not choosing the right food to eat or not exercising enough. I think it all comes down to fear, and fear is a very powerful thing that does kind of put us into that fight or flight where we want to find that safety zone. And so the fear aspect is the fear of failing. Like, what if I go through all of this, I'm making all these changes and then it like doesn't work? But I also think there is an aspect of like the fear of succeeding as well. Like, what if I actually reach that weight loss goal again? Can I maintain it? Can I stay where I want to stay? Can I continue to make those choices that I need to make in order to have the fitness level and the weight that I want to be at? And this adds on a layer of stress. This is how I end up with using food as a coping mechanism, and I end up binge eating, or I go the complete opposite direction and I just don't eat. And then so when I do finally eat, I just eat literally everything. It's that restrict and binge cycle that I just keep finding myself in. So at the end of the day, using food as a coping mechanism is just a way to try to control what you can control, whether you're doing that consciously or not. So if you feel like you know what to do, but you just can't find yourself doing it, or you start making progress and then somehow you magically end up undoing it, or you just keep waiting for like the right time to come up, or, you know, I'll start Monday, or I'll start Sunday, or I'll start next week, or you just beat yourself up over making mistakes. That's not really you being broken. That is just a pattern of behavior. I'm really trying to reframe everything and look at things differently. Instead of thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I lose weight? Why can't I stick to this? I'm trying to think through everything and look a little bit deeper and ask myself, like, why do I keep falling into this pattern? What is this pattern trying to tell me? Because self-sabotage is not the problem at the root of it. It is just the symptom of the problem. So instead of going all in and then quitting, I am trying to have a more holistic approach to my weight loss journey this go around. I'm really just trying to do things differently this time. I'm trying to notice when it's happening without giving myself judgment or having those negative self-talk kind of thoughts. I'm also trying to call it out in the moment when it's happening. Like, okay, I am in this pattern again. I have to break myself out of this pattern. I'm also trying to lower the bar a little bit so that I can be successful in meeting that standard. Lowering the bar to meet that standard more consistently not only helps to build that consistency, but it also builds self-trust, and that's so important in the weight loss process. I'm also just trying to make the next best decision that I can make instead of just giving up entirely for the day when I make a mistake. At this point, I am really not looking for perfection. I'm looking for progress towards my goals, whether that's baby steps or big steps. I just want to be making steps in the right direction. I think at this point, I don't really need more discipline. I just need to build trust with myself again so that I can trust myself to make good decisions and be consistent. And that starts with doing the small things that I say that I'm going to do. So the small things that I say I'm going to do this week is that I'm going to use the vibration platform every day, and that I'm going to read for 10 minutes every day before bed. So if you feel like you're in this place where I'm at, where you are starting over again, just know that you are not alone in this process. I am literally working through this in real time with you guys. Again, while I know exactly what to do, I know how to coach people through it, I know how to help people improve their health in general, I don't have it all figured out for myself as to what's necessarily going to work for me, because I'm searching for something that is going to work for me long term. And I absolutely refuse to give up on myself until I reach my goals. So if you made it this far in the video and any of this has resonated with you at all, put the word reset down in the comments below. I just want to know that I'm not alone in this. And if you are on your own journey too and you're sharing it here on YouTube or on Instagram, put that info down in the comments as well, because we are definitely figuring this out together. As always, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.